As a freelancer, you guys must have questions like, do freelancers need to pay taxes? Do I need to register my business somewhere? Like the things around taxes, GST, registration and all. और इन सब words को सुनकर आपको overwhelming feel होता होगा. And most of the people don't even start freelancing because of all these questions only. I know all this can be very intimidating when you are just starting out as a freelancer. And the same was for me also. But after understanding a few things, it was not as complicated. And हमें most of the words जो मैंने स्टार्टिंग में बोले उनके बारे में कुछ करना भी नहीं होता है. बट एटलीस्ट इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट टू अंडरस्टैंड एंड नो द लीगल रिक्वायरमेंट्स फॉर फ्रीलांस बिजनेस इन इंडिया. सो ऑल द क्वेश्चंस अराउंड जीएसटी, इनकम टैक्स, पेमेंट्स, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स एंड रजिस्ट्रेशंस विल बी आंसर्ड इन दिस वीडियो. Hey guys, I'm Abhidev and I create videos about freelancing, writing and productivity. So please subscribe to the channel to know more about freelancing if you are just starting out. And yeah, let's get started with the video. So to get started with the first question, which is, do freelancers need to register their business before getting started? So to make things clear for you, if you are just starting out as a freelancer, like starting your own freelance business, तो आपको किसी registration या license की जरूरत नहीं होती है starting में. All you need is a PAN card and you can keep providing your PAN card number for tax related things as long as your annual income is less than 20 lakh rupees. Payment के टाइम पर जो TDS deduct होता है वो आपके PAN card पे प्रोसेस हो जाएगा and आपके income tax में reflect होगा. So you don't need to worry about TDS as long as you are giving your PAN card number. In a nutshell, you don't need any kind of license or registration to start your freelancing business as long as you are earning less than 20 lakhs. But there are also some advantages of getting yourself registered as a basic proprietorship because first of all, you can open a current bank account and issue receipts in your name. This is useful in the case you want to accept payments of more than 10 lakh rupees. Like if you have just started earning like a really big amounts, then it is a pretty good idea to like get yourself registered. And second, you can claim GST tax credit for the business related expenses. Like if you are buying yourself any technology related thing like MacBook or laptops or even a mobile phone, then you can claim the GST when you will pay your taxes. Moving on to the next topic, which is income tax for freelancers. So income tax for freelancers is taxable after a certain amount. Like अगर आपकी earnings 2.5 lakh से कम है, then your income is not taxed. And as the income increases, taxes also increases. Like for freelancers whose income is between 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs is taxed at 10%. And if their income is from 5 lakh to 10 lakhs, then they are taxed at 20%. And about 10 lakhs, it is usually 30%. By using ITR 4 form, freelancers अपना tax file कर सकते हैं. You can use form 26AS that is linked to your PAN number, which helps you to know all the TDS that has been deducted. And according to Section 80 of Income Tax Act, we freelancers can decrease our outgo up to 1.5 lakhs if we invest it. Like what it actually means is that basically you can invest up to 1.5 lakhs in tax saving investments like PPF, which is Public Provident Fund, and that portion of your income will not be considered when you are calculating your tax. This brings us to our next topic in the list, which is GST for freelancers. अगर आपकी एनुअल इनकम 20 लाख से ज्यादा है तो आपको जीएसटी के लिए रजिस्टर करना पड़ता है. एंड इफ यू लिव इन नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न स्टेट्स लाइक अरुणाचल प्रदेश, असम, मणिपुर, मेघालय एंड ऑल, देन आई थिंक दिस लिमिट इज 10 lakhs. You then need to pay 18% GST on any income earned from your freelance services. And for more details, go on to GST's website, which is linked in the description box below, and check it so that you can get more information on this. And the point that needs to be noted here is, you know that if you have to pay 18% GST, then as a freelancer you should always charge 18% extra on top of your fees to account for the taxes, so that this money is not going from your pocket. And coming on to the last point, which is freelancing contracts. फ्रीलांसिंग की सबसे बड़ी स्ट्रगल है गेटिंग पेड ऑन टाइम. लाइक आप काम तो करके दे देते हैं बट पेमेंट्स टाइम पर नहीं आती है. एंड दिस काइंड ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स कैन बी इजीली सॉल्व्ड बाय ड्राफ्टिंग अ सिंपल बेसिक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट व्हिच कैन बी यूज्ड अगेन एंड अगेन फॉर different clients. As a freelancer, here are few things that you need to consider, like which you guys need to include in your contract. And I also have a full detailed video on freelancing contracts, so check that video out for the complete detail on freelancing contracts. Here I will tell you in short what you need to add in your contract. So first of all, you need to put statement of the work, which is the description of the work and services that you are going to provide. In short, Then after the statement of work, you need to put the introductory line, which tells that contract is between this and this party. What I usually do is I write a single line which is contract between Abhidev and the client's name. Next, write the description of the work with the amount. Like you need to put what is included and what is not. Make it as specific as possible along with the amount, and also include the amount in numbers and in words. Next, you will mention the process of working and final work that will be delivered by you, which can be written under the process of working and delivery term. Here you will mention all the things which will revolve around the work, like what will be the final product that you will deliver, in how many days you will deliver the work, how the client can request the edits and all. So be brief in your words and be on point. Next will be your payment terms. So in payment terms, you need to add how much advance payment you need, like if you take 50% in advance and 50% after work is completed. So you need to mention that. If you receive payments using platforms like PayPal and all, then who will pay the conversion or transaction fees, and also mention the date at which monthly or weekly payments will be done by your client. Next, mention the basic terms and conditions, which will include your availability, like what are the days in the week on which you will work and not work, and your number of revisions, copyright of the work, like after the submission who will have the rights of the work, and at last your name with signature, and on the other side company's name with signature, and sign the document after you and your client have approved it. एक बार अपना कॉन्ट्रैक्ट का टेम्पलेट डिजाइन करके उसे अलग अलग प्रोजेक्ट्स के लिए यूज कर सकते हैं आप लोग. And when you invoice clients and send them the contract before working, then this ensures that the client will take you seriously and will also pay you on time. So this was all about the information that you need to know about tax, GST, registration and payments, like as a freelancer. And if you have more doubts, then mention them in the comment box below. And you can also check my next video, which is about how to start freelancing from mobile. I will put it somewhere here. See you guys in the next video.